Yes,
This
sir.
is Real Talk Podcast. The realest will be with me. I am branded. I'm here with a hey, you know what? Been studying this platinum producer guy and want to get to know him and see how his move is, and it's furious. And I definitely got to give you a lot of props because I know you keep yourself busy, and I know you stay active. And I got to give you your salute, man, because not just hip hop and just music in general. And I know you got a lot of opinions about a lot of different genres of music, but I gotta give you credit where credit's due because let's keep it real. We need artists, but also we need producers too. Because again, it goes back to the whole saying is better together. It's better if you kind of forge a couple of different ideas with people so we can be able to get the best out of said artists. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad you're in doing what you do. And Cassius Clay is my guest on Real Talk, man. What's good?
What's up? What's up? How you doing? Glad to be here, man. Thank you for the time.
Man, it's a blessing, man. It's definitely a blessing. And perfect timing as I go ahead and bring the realist is in the building as well.
What's
Salute,
mobbing? What's
sir.
mobbing? Cassuis, what's up, boy?
What's good? How are you, man? Good
Man,
to see you.
I smell your beats, baby.
Thank you, man. We over here keeping busy, I'm down here in LA right now, just getting some work in.
Yeah, man, I talked to nephew, man. He told me y'all in there fucking around real big right now, man.
Mm-hmm.
Brand, what's happening, boy?
Man, beautiful, man. Just keeping it moving. You know how we do it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Man, Cassius, got to start off, man. What I'm gonna go back origin story, man. Like, I mean, what motivated you to, be this producer that you are right now, man? What's driving you right now?
Right now, definitely bringing a new sound to music because I feel like a lot of the music that's out right now is very similar and everybody's kind of following the same trends, doing the same thing. So a big thing that's always influenced me over the year is always new types of music, different genres, different sounds, pushing the limits pretty much, I guess. So that's definitely one of my jobs, I feel, is to keep introducing a new sound and a new feeling and always reinventing myself, bringing something different to the table, challenging the artist to bring something different they wouldn't expect, but yet it's right in their pocket.
I can dig it. I know you messing with my nephew, man. I know you dangerous. I mean, he's been telling me about you for years. I've been, he done slid me some of your records as well. So I know what you do. I know what you bring to the table. So what's your origin, man? Where you from? Let everybody know where you from and what motivates you to get you into this game. And another thing I like to ask, how old were you when you did your first beat, bro? Cause your shit's slapping. And you don't look like no old school nigga. Like you young as fuck. B, how old was you when you started fucking with them beats?
Thank you, man. Thank you, man. I guess I was probably in my young 20s, believe it or not. I started making beats and stuff. And I think my first piece of equipment that I got was probably a Korg Triton that had like the little sampler built into it.
I know exactly what that is.
88 key keyboard. So my first thing was, growing up, I always had pianos in my house. My dad played the piano, plays the trumpet. So growing up, I always had a piano in the living room. So I'd always kind of play around. Never took piano lessons, but my first piece when I thought I was ready to make beats was buying a Korg Triton. That was my first piece that I would sample, add some drums, and play a couple.
Triton ain't no joke, homie. I seen some of the best producers I ever fuck with. They fuck with that Triton, homie.
Those are my early days, and I had a really cool mentor that I was grateful to meet. His name is K Def. He's an old hip hop producer from the '90s. He did a lot of work with some local groups from Jersey, like Lords of the Underground. And
I know them guys, man. Come on, man.
Exactly. So DJ K Def was my inspiration to start making beats, and he would invite me a few times to his different studio sessions back in the day before I was even making beats, and he would bring me to sessions with artists from New York, like Cormega and Half a Mill. So he was bringing on some real people, and I just loved hearing the hip hop and seeing the energy of the different people, collaborating and working together. So after being so inspired by what he was doing, I ended up actually buying a computer off of him, off of KDEF, and it was had all his software on there and programs and some sound files and the old breaks and stuff, drum breaks, all kinds of samples from everything from Al Green to Teddy Pendergrass, Marvin Gaye, all like that soulful, beautiful 70s music. So my initial introduction to music was using breaks and sampling and chopping them up and just bringing a good feeling, to hip hop, that kind of vibe. That's where it all started.
Man, you was around Cormega, man. You was around a spitter, man. That motherfucker got vocals, homie.
Yeah,
he's a real MC.
Mm-hmm.
Rest in peace to my homeboy Kurt Cobain. I'm gonna tell you a quick story. Let me tell him a quick story. My one of my producers, Kurt Cobain, he stumbled across some goddamn floppy disks back in the 90s, and niggas was using discs, little drives that load into the MPCs.
Sure.
And this motherfucker, Dr. Dre, left his shit in the studio. So we slide up in that motherfucker. Dre left all this shit in there. So Cobain just like started pulling all his sounds and just started loading all that shit up in there. Like, this nigga Dre done left up out there and left all this shit.
Wow.
So boom, we did Easy Being a Soldier. And we crunked that bitch up off that motherfucker. So, you know what I'm saying? Just, I know what you're saying. Just the sounds, homie, the sonic sounds that you're saying you use and stuff. And I watch Cobain like get them motherfuckers and stick them in the MPC, load them motherfuckers up and run that motherfucker, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Was it Cormega? Was it then when you realized that, hey, I could make a living off this? This is something I could do long term.
Honestly, no. At that time, I wasn't even thinking of making music as a living and as an income. I think probably around that time, I was probably working at like Guitar Center and like the keyboard department or something like that. I was probably still living in my mom's basement at the time and stuff, had my little apartment there. So I was at home. So I wasn't really worried about making money. It was more of just the love of music and the feeling that I would get when I would be able to take something and turn it into a hip hop beat, add some drums and play a little bass line. It was just the feeling that it gave me. It made me feel so good. And then having one of my friends from around the neighborhood, like, oh, let me record a verse on that, or let me jump on that, just kind of learning the structure of music, I think was the reward that really made me happy at, my early stages and stuff. I wasn't even worried about the money yet.
I met some dangerous motherfuckers at the Guitar Center, right?
Mm-hmm.
Real talk. I mean, I'm in there all the time. So I meet motherfuckers in there. I met this motherfucker in there playing the keyboard, and I thought he was just in there finna buy the motherfucker. I said, man, you finna buy that? He said, oh, no, I work here. I said, you work here? He like, yeah. I said, man, bring your punk ass to the studio when you get off work. You know what I mean? To this day, this motherfucker plays keys on my shit. He don't work there. He produces for everybody. I ain't gonna say his name because I don't want the motherfucker know he used to work at Guitar Center. But dog, I walk in there going to get some plug-ins and all type of shit, and this motherfucker just on the keyboard just dancing. I'm like, what the fuck you doing?
Mm-hmm.
Brother McCann, homie, he been doing beats ever since, bro.
That's fire.
Yeah, you meet a lot of motherfuckers in Guitar Center, dog.
Oh yeah, some of my clients that would come in there, like DJ Clue, he would come in there all the time, buy little goodies and stuff. I can't think of his name off the top of my head.
Close fuck with Team Don real tough, homie. That's the homeboy.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the producer from Drew Hill, I can't think of his name. He used to come through and cop stuff all the time. So it was definitely inspiring seeing these guys coming in and stuff as I'm just at home making beats. And plus I'm getting rewarded with the discount. I think I was probably getting like 30% off or something. So I was able to get
Yeah. Because I used to send a homie who I met in there to go in there and get my shit. I thought, like, man, go in there before you quit. Let's
get the discount.
Get it.
Let's run this bitch up right quick.
So that was a nice start.
As you work with French Montana, Rich the Kid, you mentioned something earlier about just the sound is a little I don't want to say stagnant, but it's different. So adding a new layer to certain things, like I mean, and real, this you've been in the game long enough. When does it get to a point where you're gonna be like, I mean, I can't have French's stuff sound like Rich's, so I got to make sure that each one has a different sound to their music as you work with them on their production.
I think with experience you learn that, because for a while I think one of my big things was coming up in the era where I was growing and learning was an era where Timberland was making beats, you had Pharrell making beats. So at the time I feel like a lot of artists were actually going for that producer sound, whereas more now it's people are making that French Montana type beats or Rich the Kid type beats, stuff like that is a little more popular. But although I do realize now it's very important to give the artist exactly what they want, for a long time, I think I was really just focusing on having a Cassius Clay sound. And that's literally what I feel like put me in the studio with French Montana accidentally and stuff. I'll actually tell you the story about that. I had a friend of mine that was doing some work at Def Jam, like I guess you could say maybe like an internship or something in New York City. So he ended up running into and making a friendship with one of Tommy Hilfiger's sons. He was working, this is back in the day, with Swizz Beats. So Swizz Beats was kind of mentoring him and helping him out and playing him beats and stuff. So long story short, one night my friend said, "Hey, I'm in the studio with Tommy Hilfiger's son. If anything, he has kind of like a Jimi Hendrix mix with like hip hop, with like a little maybe singing, a little rapping. So he's like, if anything, the style of beats that you make, Cassius Clay, would fit him perfectly. So I need you to send me an email." So my response was, "No, I'm not sending you no email. Give me the address to the studio and I'm pulling up." So he's like, "No, I don't think I can get you in here." But long story short, I got to go to the studio, and I pulled up. I think Cassidy was there that night. Swizz was there. Swizz Beats. So this is like my first experience actually being in like New York City studios out of my mom's basement, like getting my first chance to play. Rich Hill was his name, Tommy Hilfiger's son, play him some beats. So as I go into the room, Swizz Beats was playing some of the songs that he had recorded with Rich Hill. And we were all, giving feedback and listening to them, what they've been working on. And I think Swizz Beats was about to have his producer group at the time. They were called the Individuals. And they were about to pull up and do like a production session, cook up some beats. So before they showed up, after we heard a couple of Rich songs, my buddy was like, "Oh, this is Cassius Clay. He's from Jersey. He came out here to play a couple of beats. Let's hear what he got." So literally at that moment, Swizz Beats was sitting in the chair. He got up and he's like, "Go ahead, sit down, make yourself comfortable. Let's, plug in the aux. Let's hear what you got." Like impressive. So that's my first like chance being in the studio, getting to play around, this caliber of artists and stuff, my own personal music. And first beat had, everybody bopping their head appropriately in the room. And second beat, you started to get them yuck faces a little bit, like the ooh, look at that face. And
the ugly face, like ooh.
Somebody was in the hallway, and who comes walking in the room when he hears the beat? French Montana. And he goes, and he says, "Yo, stop the beat, stop the beat." He's like, "Whose beat is this?" So I'm smiling. I'm like, "It's me. I produced it." And he's like, "Yo, engineer, load this up right now. I'm jumping on it." And that's literally how it happened. That was my first placement with like a major artist, first opportunity. Just so definitely having my own sound is what attracted him. And then I realized that artists are looking for certain things and certain sounds that you got to really curate and kind of perfect that. So that was a beautiful opportunity that I'm so grateful for. That opened up the doors for me right there.
That's dope, man. That's dope. It's different when artists will seek you out instead of you seeking an artist out.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like organic, like they need you. You know what I mean? You bring something to their project, because it's certain producers who I seeked out 20 years ago and I'm still in tune with them. It's like I don't even have to tell them what I want. They already know. You know what I mean? It's like they send me their pack and they know it's out of, they send me a 10-pack, 9 of them I'm running on them. You know what I mean? So instead of like a brand new guy who finna send me 75 beats and I gotta go through 75 beats and I don't want neither one of their beats, I like, let's get in the studio and build together. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So it takes some time when you with a new producer to get the producer to know the artist and the artist to know the producer. But once you in sync with a producer, never leave them. I got producers, I never leave. I cherish them. I treat them the best.
That's a beautiful relationship.
On their feet, and you know what I mean. Like, nigga, you good with me, my nigga. Like, come on, you know what I mean. It's like, because the producers, some people don't understand. The producer and the engineer make the artist sound so much better. I can go get a nigga that can rap all day. That's easy.
Yeah.
But it's the production, the mix, the master. It enhances everything. I can go find a bum on the corner and write him some and give them to the producer and let them make him sound sonically what he's supposed to be. I've seen it happen before.
I agree.
Yeah,
so, to add on to that, Cassius, what Real said, have you had any creative differences with anybody in your career that kind of stood out to you? Because Real and Cassius, you and I said this before, Real jumped on it. I mean, I feel like we need each other. It's like I'm glad Real mentioned the fact that producers, I mean, if you get one that works for you, stick with that person, because that person's going to know you inside and out. It's going to know what you want to do, everything like that. But have you ran into like some creative differences in your career so far with other artists?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say anything that'd be technically negative, but they're all learning experiences. I guess one of the things is that I've noticed, over the last few years, that it's that relationship that you talked about that I think is so important, having that artist and producer, artist and engineer relationship that makes the magic happen, like really hands-on. It's a lost art. I feel like a lot of the artists now that are, recent and coming up and, establishing their careers are all about receiving emails, and they may have 20 producers send them beats just for their session that day. So that way they can just go through the different sounds, see what they have as options, rather than just having me or myself, or another producer come through and lock in for 4 hours, 6 hours and, create something. They'd rather have, I don't know if it's just different. So
I like to sit in the session with my producer. I don't want to hear shit in the email.
I agree. I'm the same way.
Start making a record right now with what's coming out of my mind.
Yeah.
I don't want to try to patch some shit together and build a record right there. Look, dog, this is what I feel like talking about today. I'm finna tell it to you. This is the sound I have in my head. Now do what you good at.
Exactly.
And within 20 minutes, we're gonna have at least 2 of the verses done in the hook. And while you finishing the beat, I'm gonna have the last verse getting written. You know what I mean? I can do it that fast. And I know producers, they really, as long as you get the drum line in there, I'm out of there.
Exactly.
It don't have to be complete at all. Or you can just have the keys running. And I know what to do. Just give me the BPM and it's over with.
I agree.
Just so I know how to write it. Give me the BPM and it's done.
I agree. 100%. I
think that's it sound like you hands-on, which is a good look. So I'm gonna do the opposite. Have you had artist Cassuis where they just, all they do is just want to beat and they just be like, all right, leave me alone, Cassuis, I got the rest. And that's
it's pretty normal to run into those experiences as of, the last few years for me personally. Working in, I live in New Jersey, so a lot of my work is in Manhattan, New York City. And I'd say probably 70% of the artists just want emails. They don't want you to show up to the studio and stuff. Yeah. So yeah, it's a lot. They want emails, and you send the email pack, and a lot of times you don't even hear back if they even received it or thank you for the beats or we ended up using one. You don't even get a response.
Because it can be a beat that you send in your pack that I like, but I want you to take a couple of things out and add this to it. And you can play that right there on the spot. Cool, let's do that right. Exactly. That's why I'm like, let's be in the room together. You know what I mean? Because maybe you made that beat for somebody else who you had in mind, and I can get on that as well. And I can catch that same lane. And I heard, I'm going to tell you a quick story. Me, Sibo, and Dub C got a record. It was on the Tupac Unsung, the Tupac, the movie thing. And it was a record called Tonight We Enemies. And they play it in the scene when they shoot at Bro on the strip. Okay, the producer who did that keys, that was for an R&B artist. So the R&B artist didn't want it. So he played it. He like, yeah, this R&B artist did this, wanted this beat, but he didn't like it. I said, get the fuck out of here, nigga. Run it. So I ran it. But the first time I played it, Sibo heard it. He just said, that's some R&B shit, nigga. I ain't getting on that shit. So I did it all to the face, and Bo walked in the very next morning because I did it late at night. Bo walked in the next morning and heard it. He said, nigga, I'm on it. I said, I already did it. He said, nigga, I'm on that. You know what I'm saying? And Bo ran on it, and then Doug came in there and got right on it and got it placed on the placement just like that. And it was an R&B record. You know what I mean? So I love getting on R&B records. I don't even call them R&B records. It's just like, nigga, that's what it is. Something that's Mary J. Blige record, I'm bouncing on it too, nigga. I don't give a fuck.
It's a transfer of energy that you feel.
Yeah. So I'm from the church, homie. I'm from soul. I like soulful shit. I grew up in church, bro. My daddy a preacher, so I know what to do on anything.
I like that.
Follow the lead.
Exactly. You understand.
And that's what makes it sound authentic to me when you hear it. Like, it's just really the feeling that you feel when you get on it, instead of it just being, and I feel like there's a disconnect between how it is now and how it used to be. And the reason why I say that is this. There's a lot of people, I'm just going to go back into the 90s. So there was a lot of people, especially when the Chronic came out, everybody wanted that sound. Everybody wanted, or even let's go back before that, because I know Dre was doing a lot of stuff with his last NWA days, right? With the Niggas for Life and a couple of things that did have that sound, but let's just keep that real too. It was a gumbo pot of of the Warren G and the Daz and the this and the that, and there was a lot of mixture of certain things. So when that exploded, everybody wanted that sound. My question to you is, instead of being creative, they go that route. What do you say to that? Because to me, I always thought it was built on creativity.
I agree too. I think creativity and originality is really, really important because everybody wants to stand out, right? In the music industry, being the best producer, the best artist, whatever your specialty is. So if you're copying, you're not standing out. You're trying to actually fit in, I feel. So you're doing the complete opposite. So I know it may take a little more work, but in the long run, this is not a race, it's a marathon. It's going to pay off if you just stick to your true colors and bring in your originality to the table. I really feel like it's going to pay off in the long run. So although it takes time, I mean, anything that you keep close to your heart ain't going to come easy. You got to work hard for that and prove that you can deserve it, and that it's yours. So
I think a lot of artists try to catch lightning in a bottle twice after some of their favorite projects.
Right.
So, and because I hear it all day. Nigga be like, hey, I want them Dre beats. I hear nigga tell producer it all day. Like,
right.
He can't give you a Dre beat, nigga, because he ain't Dre. You know what I mean? Let him give you his beat. Oh, man, give me one of them Dre beats. I want to be like Quick. I'm like, nigga, you're not finna get that from him.
Right.
You're not finna get that from him. That's not Quick, nigga. DJ Quick is a different nigga in the studio. I've watched him. He does everything. He's a one-man army. QD3, one-man army. Dre, one-man army. So Cassuis, it's a one-man army. So get the best sound that you want out of him. I couldn't come to Cassuis Clay and be like, hey, bro, give me a Dre beat.
Yeah.
Fuck, you gotta be like, what the fuck you mean? Give me a Dre beat, nigga.
Exactly.
Yeah, nigga, call Dre, nigga. If you got that kind of thing, right there. Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, I hear it from artists all day, not younger and older artists like, man, I want a Dre beat. I'd be like, bro, you ain't even got no budget. You ain't even got a budget and you asking for a Dre beat. You know what it takes to make that kind of beat, the kind of equipment you gotta rent. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta have a goddamn symphony in this motherfucker, dog.
Yeah, on top of that, you gotta have a mind though to be able to create it and do what you do off top anyway.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Cash, real talk. Do you have a definitive name to your sound, or is it just Cassius Clay music? This is because you know what it is, G-Funk or whatever else that some people call it. Do you have a name for it, or you just do what you do?
I don't have. Right. I mean, I beat him up in my music. That's how I got the name Cassius from, because I don't box or fight or anything, but I picked up the nickname Cassius because my music is powerful and knocks him out with the drums and, the melodies. But I think not that I necessarily have a name for the type of music I make, but I think my specialty is basically when you hear my beat, the first 4 bars of it starting up, you're going to feel an emotion. You're going to feel the transfer of energy, and you're going to automatically pour your heart out, tell a story. You're going to want to do something to expose your soul. I really feel like that's my specialty, getting you to really feel the transfer of energy. That's my specialty, definitely. Rather than having a specific sound, like, I can cover many genres with my years of experience, but it's just the important part is whatever melodies I'm playing or little things, playing little keys, you'll feel that energy right off the bat, and you'll either be excited, amped, or angry. You want to.
Cassius, give me 2 artists from the 80s, 2 from the 90s, 2 from the 2000s.
Sure.
That you would love to work with, or that you have worked with. I don't know. You might have done fuck with these motherfuckers, or they inspired you. And I tell you, mine.
Sure. I mean, like I said earlier, my first initial learning from music was, sampling 70s music. So I love the 70s soul and R&B. I know you didn't ask me that, but I love 70s from Donny Hathaway to, there's so many legends and ghosts. That. So that's why I feel like when I would feel that energy and transfer, that made me feel so like special to how music could make you have different emotions or different feelings. So that was my specialty that I want to learn over the years. So then when you get into like the 80s, maybe people like, I guess, Michael Jackson, obviously one of the legends, his 80s music was, hit an incredible run back then.
Untouchable.
That would have been an honor just to see him perform live. I wish I could have watched him just be on stage doing something like, doing his shows and performing.
Or see that guy in the studio, though, because I heard he was a beast in there, too, though.
Right. The story.
Man, Man, I done slid past Mike, man. Mike don't even sound like that in front. Man, Mike got a voice like us, man. Mike a real one, man. If you heard Mike talk, you'll be like,
that's funny.
yeah, no, you shit me. Yeah, you shit me, man. Mike sound like us, homie. Mike a nigga, man. He's a real nigga.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, that high pitch shit was for the TV, man.
Yeah, I've heard that too. I've heard people say that. Yeah. Going into the 90s era, Nas. I always was a huge fan of Nas as a kid and stuff. I used to think that I loved his storytelling and just taking you to where he was from, you know, just painting his picture, painting the picture of where he's from and what he knew. I thought that was so special and what a gifted talent him. I guess getting into the 2000s, I'd probably pick someone like Jay-Z. He started to make a big imprint on me, how I saw like the whole hip hop changing from boom bap, you know, roots, streets, going into like, hey, we're making money now. And like, you know, we're traveling jets, yachts, you know, even like that inspired me too, to see these, you know, people being able to be successful and make money doing what they love doing and, you know, providing the world with beautiful quality music. So I think that was really impressive around that time period and stuff. And, also, one of the groups too that I was reminded by what you were saying earlier about how you don't want to keep doing the same thing over and over. I was a huge fan of Outkast over all the years, and
come on, man. Preach.
I think Andre and Big Boy, like they're geniuses, and not only that, every album, in my opinion, that they released was a different chapter of their book and their story, where they're going. They would constantly reinvent themselves, different outfits, different dresses, different stories, a little bit different production, but yet it was Outkast. Like you felt it. They had
that's that Dungeon Family, man. That Dungeon Family was different, man. That production was different.
So,
and when you see where they recorded, like they recorded in the trap house, stayed hungry. Even after they got here, they still went back where they started at, bro.
I love it.
Yeah.
Definitely a huge inspiration to me. Definitely.
You got your head on tight, man. I like that, man. I really do like that, man. You hey, Brandon, he really know what he's talking about. See, me and the 80s, you know, I had Run DMCs. I'm gonna always get at the LLs and, you know, and Kane and Rock M's and you know what I mean? Even like the Heavy D's and can't forget about Houdini. See, man, it just runs deep, man. It keeps going and don't stop, man. Kane and them and that shit different for me, man, because I just remember that shit like last night, man, just watching it and hearing the MC Lights and what Salt-N-Pepa did. And then I hurry up and caught what Cube came and did with, like, you know what I mean? When I heard his voice on NWA. What the fuck? Who is this motherfucker with this curl with an OE?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it makes you if this is what you finna do for a living, it makes you pay attention differently. So I'm like, this they got a curl with a baseball cap on, drinking a 40 ounce. Hold on, I'm trying to figure it out. You know what I mean? Because I was on my Public Enemy shit. I was on this. I was, you know what I mean? So you start figuring some shit out. So now I'm like, it really wasn't no cussing in the rap before NWA came. I mean, niggas was saying a little shit, but when them niggas kicked in, it was like, okay, we can get there now. And so now my writing changed because I was already writing. But when them 90s hit, man, fuck everybody. When the Chronic hit, it was fuck everybody after that, bro.
Wow, right.
It was fuck everybody after that. And then I start seeing niggas who was cool with niggas dissing niggas from their camp that they weren't fucking with no more. Ruthless against Deathrow once that shit came to fruition. I was like, damn, so is this what it is? I'm still in high school. So I'm still trying to figure my shit out. And then they end up over there. And I was like, fuck everybody. I'm with the shit. I'm with this shit, nigga. Let's go. But yeah, man, Cassuis, man, I love you, man. I love what you're doing.
Love you.
I love the introduction, who you came through. That's my nephew. You know what I'm saying? I watched him grow up from he was at my knee, man. That boy was at my knee, and he up here now. And I love the moves he making.
Me too.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Angel is my guy, man, you know? So,
Hey, Cassuis, you mentioned, you know, feeling attached to music, and I feel like it's a disconnect because people don't talk like that no more. Let's just keep it real. They don't embody the moments of how people feel when they hear a beat or when they hear lyrics or whatever. You made me think when y'all started talking about that, right? Because rest in peace Marvin Gaye, but I feel like his sound would have transcended through decades. Like he would still be a factor alive today.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? You don't get too many specific people that has a specific sound to either how they sing or how they rap or whatever. But I know Marvin Gaye would have took it multiple generations on in if he was still breathing. But I look at overall when I look at just the culture of production and how it and Real mentioned tonight we enemies. And Real, when I interviewed you and talked to you way back when we interviewed, I told you how I felt when I heard that record for the first time when I heard it. And to me, I feel like people don't mention their attachment to it emotionally anymore. Why is that?
I think that record, bro, because it was so many versions of that record that never even came out. I have so many different versions of the record because that record just started out of nowhere. Like I say, the homeboy Keys came through with a beat. He said, it's an R&B record. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. And just recently, DW Flame got on it. So it's a whole nother version of that record that ain't even came out yet. So that record just kept going and going and going and going and going. It's so many MCs that are top tier A-listers that are on there I haven't even put out. I'm trying to figure out, do I just take all of those vocals off of there and remake different songs to those verses? Because the song is out. It's out already.
Or just do a long ass song with everybody.
You can go on Netflix right now. You can go on Netflix right now, bro. You can go on Netflix and pull up, I think it's episode number 7, because it's like 14 episodes on this series. I think it's episode number 7, homie. And that song is playing through that whole thing. And I'm just like, but what do I do with all the other verses? There's so many other versions of it. So I might just pull all of those versions out and make a bomb-ass record, just different records of it. Hey, you know what? I'm going to send it to your email.
I'm ready. Send it my way. I'm ready for you.
To your email.
What happened to the emotion, the attachment that people have? They used to say, hey, I feel like this when I hear that. And now we don't hear it as much no more.
Yeah, it's definitely different. I think it's just as we've evolved over the years too, though, with like social media and the different forms of marketing and streaming, it's just made I don't know if it's our attention span for a lot of the listeners, or it's just, I think there's just so many sources of information that we're receiving at once. So I feel like back then it was, we had TV or the music that was getting released, and now there's so many, YouTube and different, inputs. So I think there's just so many different more ways to get stimulated.
At one time, back in the day, probably, okay, if Gin and Juice comes on right now, it's going to make me feel like I was still in high school. Right. If a certain record come on, I know what you're saying. So, but right now, a motherfucking go in a bathroom and record a record and run in a bath and go and upload it in 10 minutes. Exactly. So it's back when I came in, it was probably like 30 rappers.
Yeah.
That I had to think about. Now it's 30,000.
Literally.
And the cold game is now, bro, the chicks sound better than half these dudes. So the only thing, I love that. I want the women to get their shine, but I don't want the women to start stepping in the lane of some shit that niggas do. Dissing niggas. If you diss a bitch, if you go diss a bitch, don't start dissing niggas, because niggas will start stepping at you differently. I don't want.
Sure.
I started hearing women dissing dudes on their records, and it can turn into something totally different. You already got niggas ready to go kill a bitch for nothing. You know what I mean? It's some weak-minded motherfuckers outside.
Sure.
So keep it all hip-hop, keep it all MCing, but majority of these women sounding better than these dudes now. These dudes got dresses on with some lipstick and their nails painted, and they trying to be the chicks. The chicks is the niggas now.
I know. I know what you mean.
It's crazy, homie. So
everybody confused now. Everybody don't know what the fuck they doing.
This motherfucker over here, this motherfucker over here. But I'm right up the middle, man. I'm gangster with mine, man. So I don't know, man. Hopefully they figure it out, but a lot of these bitches sound way better than these dudes. I know that much.
See that, and as we celebrate this year's 50-year anniversary of hip hop, right? I always look at it as, man, it raised us in a sense, man. I mean, it inspired us in a sense. Again, not just the lyrics, the production, how videos were back then. Real, you mentioned you was in high school when you heard this song for the first time or whatever. Like, I can still reel it back and go backwards. Elementary school, high school. I remember literally trying to, pull out that. I remember when Run's House, and even before that, like, you know what I'm saying, King of Rock, those videos, man, top 40 videos, late at night, watching that shit for the first time. Or, hey, Queen, Roxanne Shante, when I first heard, you know what I'm saying, her records for the first time, saw the videos, all that shit brings back memories. Are we so watered down now where we just don't have, because I'm gonna keep it solid, man. I don't have any memories outside of before 1999. I think, bro. Like, everything else is, I don't know. I don't know. I don't have those kind of feelings like I felt anymore, man. And it's just weird.
It's other stuff going on, man. You got these dudes ratting on each other. It's a lot going on that it takes you away from just the music.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So it's just that. But the cool thing about these women, you don't see these women ratting on each other. It's the dudes. Yeah. The dudes are really putting these niggas is fucking the game up.
Literally.
They fucking the game up. The chicks, that's why the women are winning. They sliding in there. They getting booked for the shows. They're not bringing, they not shooting the club up. It's no chicks doing that. It's all some nigga shit going on right now. You know what I'm saying? And you turn on the news or you go on a blog. Oh, such and such is a rat, or this is this and this, and you know what I mean? They going at each other, and these chicks is sliding there getting their money.
Yeah,
I love it. Go get your money, little mama. Go get your money. They getting their money, bro. You see Shaq over here trying to marry Glorilla.
You saw that, right?
Shaq. And Shaq, I fuck with you. Knock it the fuck off.
No doubt. Out of here with this shit, as we get ready to wrap this up with my man Cassuis Clay, make sure you follow him on Instagram at Cassuis Clay Beats. One quick question, and maybe it might just be something to make you think. It was a random dumbass question, but I'm gonna still ask it.
No dumb questions.
What the fuck happened to disco, bro? Why did it have to die?
Disco? I think it's just the times change. Every time we have a new generation of youth and stuff, they write the new rules, kind of. The new, what's the popular music, what's the popular TV shows, movies. So it was just an era. It was a beautiful era. Things. Nothing lasts forever.
Anita Pointer of the Pointer Sisters passed away this past week. Yeah, and clearly Donna Summer. We lost her a while back. Just disco, just that fit. Again, it goes back to what I was saying earlier. That feeling you feel, right?
Mm-hmm. Bell bottoms and the fly collar,
those are classics, man. Those are classics. Yeah, why did it die, Cassuis?
I don't know.
Bring it back though.
You want me to make a disco remix?
Make a disco, man.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Do it. Hard to somebody, man.
I like the challenge. Send me those tracks now. Put a disco remix to it.
Hey. Hey, Cassuis, man. Hey, thank you for hanging out with us. Shout out to Angel as well. Just keep making platinum hits, man. I mean, that's really all you can continue to do is keep elevating your game, and everything is all solid. So, man, we appreciate you for being in the circle, man.
Appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for having me. It was great chatting with y'all, and wish y'all all the best. Keep shining your light, man. It's an honor to be here with y'all. Thank you.
Yes.
Get to it, baby. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Talk to y'all soon. All the best.
All right, now.
One.
All right, Homo, let me end this room real.
All right, end it. I'm still right here.